What up? Tyler here from TarverAcademy.com. Want to give a big shout out to LearningBird.com for sponsoring this post. Check them out. They're pretty dope. Let's learn about estimating and rounding, shall we? I think we shall. So we're looking at estimating and rounding numbers, okay? So first thing you need to know, anytime you want to estimate or round, let's say you've got a number from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. Anywhere as far as a single digit goes, that's it. Those are your single digits. Okay, that's where you can go. If it is a 5 or higher, you're going up. If it is a 4 or lower, then you are just going to drop it. Drop it. Drop. Drop. Nothing changes. Drop. And then I'll put no change. It's like, hey, you got change for $1? Nope, I got no change for you. Okay, so let's look at some practical examples because I think once you see in action, you're going to be like, okay, I get it. Okay? Shouldn't erase that, but it did. Just kidding. I meant to erase it. That's on you. All right, here we go. Let's say you've got 3,248. All right, and you want to round it to the nearest 10 spot. Okay? First thing you need to do is see what spot you're talking about. If we're talking about our 10 spot, that would be right here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the place value video. Okay? Now, in rounding to that spot, we want to look at whatever number is right behind it, whatever's closest to the decimal from where we are. 8 is behind it. That's our key number. Okay? Now, is that number 5 or greater? Yes, it is. That means that we're going to round this number in front of it up. Okay? So we put 3,250. That clears out. Anytime you round up or down, it clears out whatever's behind it. Okay? Let's look at another example. Or let's look at the same example. Say we wanted to, say that was an 8 still. We want to round to the nearest 100th spot. First we find our number that's in our 100th spot, which in this case is a 2. And now the key number here is no longer the 8. The key number here is whatever number is directly behind that number we want to round to. So it'd be 4. Good job. So that 4 is our key number. Now, is 4 5 or greater? No, it's not. So we're not going to round that 2 up to a 3. We drop it, no change, to that number, and everything else becomes a 0. That's rounding to the nearest 100. Do y'all want to move on to the 1,000? I think you do. I think you do. Okay? So we want to round to the 3,000, or to the nearest 1,000 part. Okay? So we're looking at that 3. 248 is afterneath it. Okay? Afterneath it. That's not a word. 248 is behind that 3,000 spot. Do we care about 4 and 8? No, we don't. We only care about what is directly behind it. Is that 2 5 or greater? No, it's not. If this was 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, we would round that up to 4 and make it 4,000. But it's not. So we leave it as it is and 0 behind it. An easy way to remember this is you'll never mark it down. Okay? You'll never go from 3 down to 2. The worst that can happen when you're rounding at these locations is leave it where it is. You're either going to leave it or going up. If it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 behind it, you're leaving it. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you're going up 1. Okay? And then you're clearing out everything behind it. When you round or when you estimate, you're wanting to find, like, essentially get rid of the mess and just stick to whatever the most concise number is that you can have at the point you want to round or estimate. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you just learned rounding and estimation, whether you wanted to or not. I want to say a big thank you to LearningBird.com for sponsoring this post. I I want to thank you for watching it, and if you could, check out tarveracademy.com, subscribe. Boom! Boom! I almost ran out of that table. Hey, Tyler here. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out tarveracademy.com.